Hey there, fellow treasure hunters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, Episode 3, Mothballed. So if you're wondering, we gained even more crew from this debris field. So if you're wondering, the ship that I bought was intended to destroy the derelict drone guards, not, I had not intended to fight remnants. So survey drones, the guards of survey drones, I could defeat with my little Sunder, and that was the intention. The intention was not, obviously, to pick bigger fights than that. Oh, here we go. This might be it. Ah, yes, it is. Bound. And a commander. Well, I might be able to get a ship for you to command, depending on my luck. I don't want to use any story points for this, and it doesn't look like any of the big ships are salvageable yet. Oh, well, I can take a dram. Sure. It's not a fighting ship, though. It's a fuel ship. Probably not going to keep the dram very long, because drams are very inefficient fuel carriers. But it's better than nothing. Alright, who's flying up the butt here? You know what? I don't want to know. Pirates! Bye! Alright, so we're going to fly back to core here. Actually, I'm going to take a quick pit stop and go look for extra gates. And then for the other commander, let's take a look at him to see if it's someone we even want to keep in our employ. So you have got combat endurance, which isn't terrible. Impact mitigation was pretty good. Oh, is this elite? Yeah, you have elite impact mitigation. That's nice if I put you in a big ship. You've got field modulation, non-elite. Target analysis, non-elite. And ordnance expertise, non-elite. I could always make it elite. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm not going to invest in him any further, but what I will do is name him after one of you guys. Raffle time is up. And I put him in charge of the Colossus for now. Ooh, it's a trinary system. Uh-oh. I was warned there was something dangerous on the other side. I think it's just pirates. Yeah. There's no gates here anyway, so I'm going to hop out. Is there any advantage to colonizing to civilized worlds? They grow faster. But at the cost of stability. Oh, lovely. Nothing like a fresh blast of radiation to the face when you enter a new solar system. Yeah, the worlds here, I'm sure, suck. So I'm just gonna bounce out of here. Yeah, at least we're clean now. I know, right? And sterile, too, if we weren't wearing, like, lead cod pieces. And there's another neutron star in this system. Lovely. Oh, what are the chances that I get blasted twice? Come on now. Give me some slack. So I have full survey info for this world. I was hoping to find some ruins or gates, but I found neither. Oh, I do actually have a tech cache down here. What, I don't remember getting intel about a tech cache, though. Unless that's the Alpha Core cache. And if it is, I am not ready for that. Yeah, I can win this fight, I think. against a single lumen. If I don't, I will quit as a captain. So I bought a combat ship for these kind of combat opportunities, where it's like just very lightly guarded stuff. Man, I need maneuvering jets. My rotate speed here is rough. Oh my god, it's so slow. I feel like I'm fighting a Tempest or something. I'm gonna get so close that my point defense starts blasting you. No, don't do that. Oh, hello. Expanded magazines, high scatter amplifier, surveying equipment, beta core, gamma core, or what else? All right, that's about it. But still, nice. I like cores. We also got a skill point, so I can level up. Let me think about that. So, Helm's ship would really help me out in terms of maneuverability and top speed, moving around and fighting. I could also reduce the amount of armor and weapon and engine damage I take and increase my maneuverability a little bit. I think I want the speed for now, so I'm going to make that choice. Having an agile fighter is very nice. I'm gonna head east to see if there's any other ruins here. I don't know why. Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! I don't know why anyone would try to colonize a world with a neutron star. Oh yeah, here we go. Pulsar beam bath. How to ruin your combat readiness in one easy step. And the name of my commander is now the Kellion. Or just Kellion. Yep, I won't be fighting that. You can take your tech cache and I'll be back someday. Also, I think there was a fleet that like started to try to intercept me when I went up to that cache. So like, oh, is it you? No. How important is the demod removal skill early on in the game? It really depends on your playstyle. So, I can't say. If you are very heavily reliant on salvaged ships and you get busted up a lot, it's important. But if you keep your ships intact and you don't have a lot of demodded ships, it's not going to matter to you at all. Oh, Orpheus. You are a Terran-eccentric world. There's also a nav buoy here, which is interesting. I'm going to claim it and bring it online. And it has a sensor array. So there's 2 stable points with a nav buoy and sensor array that are pre-domain, which means they're like better than what you can build yourself. And then a very colonizable world, I'd imagine. With an orbital habitat around it. And a busted Mercury. Oops, hold on. There we go. Want the debris field too. Alright, Orpheus. Bountiful farmland, widespread ruins, organics, and ores. It had a bunch of Marines in the ruins, and tech blueprints for stuff I already know. It is a pretty decent world, but like this solar system doesn't have a lot of other things to colonize, so it's less interesting as a result. Oh, Atlas Superfreighter. Freighter. Nah, I'm not gonna spend points to bring it back though. Oh, an onslaught though might be a different matter. All right, so it's not 14th Legion onslaught. It's just a regular onslaught. Obviously, I'm going to take it. So, story point spent. And a Wayfarer. Yeah, I don't want a Wayfarer. Thanks, but no thanks. All right, I am going to mothball this thing because I don't have the capacity to drive around with it, really, at all. What's over here? Hyperion gunship. Oh, we're over capacity. And now I'm going to have to very carefully tiptoe back to Core Worlds so I don't destroy the Onslaught somehow. Because it's mothballed and delicate. There's an abandoned station around Ming Dadi, or whatever it's called. So I'm going to drop off the Onslaught there, because I just don't... I wouldn't be able to get it running with the 0 money that I have. But it is nice to have when I'll need it in the future. That is for sure. I think what I'll do is I am going to not name the Onslaught until I can actually make use of it. I don't think it really makes sense to like give it a name and then just have it dry docked in perpetuity. I'm also going to store the Corrupted Nanoforge and Gammon cores in here. And also the Combat Drone Replicator, because the stuff here can't be lost, whereas if local police scanned me and saw the Beta and Gamma cores, they would be a little upset, unless it was pirates. So I'm going to put them away as well for my own safety. Sorry. Oh, you know what? Maybe I hold on to the Marines as well, because I now have a quest to do things with Marines. So it might make sense to, you know, not sell them. I think that's probably fair. I'm also going to want solar shielding. If I keep going through like storms and stuff, I wouldn't mind getting a solar shielded fleet. I don't think I am going to keep the Dram. I'm just going to sell it on the black market for no money at all. Oh my god! So I did get some YouTube comments for the Scrappy Privateer series of like, why don't you take ships to sell? This is why. You don't make money, really at all. I mean, obviously, big ships you can make money, but like if I was to take the really busted up, and this will be case in point. If I take the really busted up Onslaught and then try to sell it, it sells for 4,000 credits. Woo! So, like, that's a good answer to the people who go, why don't you take ships and sell it? Because you don't make money off of it. In order for the Onslaught to be worth anything, it needs to be repaired. And repairing it means spending hundreds of supplies, probably, to get it into working order. So it doesn't make sense to grab salvaged ships unless you intend to undemod them. I just wanted to point that out because a lot of people are like, "Oh, man, you should grab all the derelict ships you can." It's like they're not worth anything. I would make more money like moving, food around. It's just a complete waste of time. I'm over crewed because I kept the Marines. Okay, well, I just fired someone. There, 350, nice and even. They have high intensity lasers. I was checking if they had grav beams. I guess the easiest way to do it is this way, and they have ion pulsars and blasters, but no grav beams. Alright, well, I get it. Oh, you were supposed to have a name, weren't you? Who won that raffle? Delivery contract, or to the church. I don't even have enough space for it, so no thanks. And security codes for Persean League from a pirate, no thanks. Sarowin, yeah, that's right. I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, I am looking for work. What I'm trying to do is earn enough money to start colonizing so that I have passive income. Because trying to keep a fleet running when you don't have passive income becomes, well, it's kind of impossible. Because the more ships that you have, the more expensive it is, and you end up just running a bunch of missions to break even. It sucks. So, gotta get that passive income in. This looks like a very boring system. With 3 stable points. Okay. So what missions are there? Supply cache? A derelict ship for Tritac? Maybe I accept both of those. Oh, there's a train eccentric world that the Independents want me to survey? Yes, I will take that. It's not a big world, I can tell, because it doesn't require a lot of crew. If it was a bigger world, it'd be like 300 crew or so. Like here's a good example. Here's a bigger world. A barren world, but it's big. So it requires 340 crew. But yeah, the system's called Utopia. So mark me down as intrigued. So I'm going to go do some Utopia surveys. And maybe pick up some more missions that are like west of me. In the right direction. Or in the left direction, I should say. Would I consider attacking merchant fleets? I mean, it's not that I wouldn't consider it. I just can't. Merchant fleets aren't unguarded. So... And then, if I did attack a merchant fleet, I have nowhere to put their stuff. So it's a matter of logistics. It doesn't make... It's not possible for me to do at this point. Or, to be more specific, it's not that it's impossible, it's that it's extremely impractical. No. Okay. So Utopia is just outside of my get there and come back range of fuel. So I think what I'm going to need to do is change the loadouts a bit. Going with efficiency overhauls. And instead of cargo, efficiency overhauls. So that I can make it all the way out there and back without, you know, running out of fuel and drifting. Drifting sounds bad. So I'll even do efficiency overhaul for my flagship. And then if we check, there we go. Efficiency overhaul allows us to go there and back. That's essentially ignoring all slipstreams and everything. So it's so here's so to answer Stochastic Turtle, answer your question. Here's a mercantile convoy, a somewhat typical one, and it has a cruiser, two destroyers, and 2 frigates guarding it. It's not a soft target. And that's only guarding 1 Atlas Super Freighter. So if it was like 3 Atlas Super Freighters, it would be probably roughly 3 times the defense force. Do I have this gate already? Yeah, I already have the outlet gate. Oh, speaking of which, do I have gates that go that way? No, I have no gates that go northwest. And then there's the matter of, okay, so let's say I do attack it. I don't have cargo space for its stuff either. So even if I could hypothetically destroy a mercantile convoy, I couldn't even profit off of it, because whatever goods it has, I'd be able to take a small fraction of. So that's why it's like completely impractical. To put it in layman's terms, I have a rowboat, and you're suggesting I attack a merchant marine vessel. That would be a good analogy, I think. Rowboat versus merchant marine vessel. Yeah, they're super defended. Yeah, the game isn't stupid. They know if it was a soft target that was undefended, everyone would go for them. You would just pick one faction to, like, bully and just raid all of their convoys. But there aren't those kind of soft targets in the game. Every now and then you'll find them, but they're pretty atypical. Well, this is a very small solar system, so I'm probably not going to colonize here, because it's a single world. Oh, the Hedge and the Church just formed an alliance called the Golden Farmland. Interesting. All right. What is the menu that shows me all of the current alliances? I don't even know. You just came across the feed, but I'm not sure what submenu that would be contained inside. I think if I went to the faction directly, I could maybe tell? I don't know. Alright, so here we are. It has very good habitability, at least. Rich farmland, widespread ruins, sparse ore, common organics, so it's a class 4. It's not a class 5. It's not like the best possible world to find. It's just very habitable, meaning it's very inexpensive. Gorgon SRM pods, not missile pods I particularly like, so there wasn't a lot of valuable things in the ruins either. It's a submenu called Alliances. It's a submenu off of what menu, though? Without knowing that, it's still a hunt and peck situation. Well, Utopia, you were interesting. I will spend a little bit of fuel poking around the Bradder Nebula to see if I can't find a gate out this way to save me the trouble, because I have enough fuel to go to like 1 or 2 other star systems. I don't know why I thought this brown dwarf would have a gate. Brown dwarfs are almost always boring. So it's a sub-menu off the Intel menu called Alliances. Oh yeah, here it is. So there's the Golden Federation between Hedge and Church, and then the Sunrise Coalition. Okay. Ooh. Oh. There was an Eagle cruiser out here. I thought I could salvage, but no. Alright. I definitely still have enough fuel to get home, so I'm going to poke into another few of these solar systems. And if you're new to the game, this style of play is... Oh, I found a gate. Good. This style of play is what I would highly advise, which is essentially early on explore as much as you can if you intend to colonize things. Because doing only colonization or only surveying for colonization and nothing else is kind of boring. But if you incorporate it into missions and the like, at least you're making money while you explore. But exploring alone, just system hopping, can get old pretty fast. This is also a blue giant, so it might have coronal taps. So what I'm looking for, probably, the only thing that would really influence me in terms of systems to colonize is if I could find a tapped star. That would be a big factor. And then I would try to survey all the worlds around it within 10 light years to see if I could take advantage of the tap. So for those that don't know, there's a special installation that is like a coronal tap, which is essentially like an orbital station that the player cannot build on their own, which allows you to have more industries on the worlds that are around a coronal tapped star. So it's very powerful to find one of them. And there's only 2 of them in the galaxy. So if you can find them, use them. Well, use them only if there's good colonizable targets around the area. So we have a very far west gate. That's nice. Let's go back to civilization and pick up some more quests. Survey gas giant? Sure. I need 500 crew for that, and 600 crew for this. Ice giant, gas giant. Actually, I'm going to pass up on these, because I don't want to hire that much crew. Supply cache out to the east. I'll take that one, though. I have a few planets below 100% already seen. So planets, until you start to build up infrastructure on them, it's a money drain. You won't make money colonizing until you invest a little bit into it. So you want to build up a slush fund to be able to set up those planets. Also, the money that the planets will make will heavily depend upon how close they are to the core. The thing is, because I have a flat relationship bonus with everyone, I won't have hostilities, which will make it difficult for me to have good trade, because the amount of trade that you get from a planet is directly related to how hostile you are with other factions. And at the moment, I'm not hostile with other factions, so it's going to be really easy to have profitable colonies, provided I stay off the radar of Persean League, Tritac, Hegemony, and Lud. So, some complications to avoid. Actually, I'm gonna go to Mingdai. I want to drop off the Marines that I have because I don't want to pay for them anymore. So the monthly expenses is just like I'm spending about 1,000 a month just paying the Marines that are sitting in my ship, and I'm not planning on using them. I want to save them for later to go capture the cores. So I'll just have them go on. We'll call it paid leave, sitting in the abandoned station. Yes, paid leave. We're not paid. All right. Where am I going east? That's pretty far away. It's actually outside of my refuel distance. So I would, unless I find slipstreams, I would struggle to get back. I think at this point, it might make sense for me to aim to buy a fuel ship. If I could find a cheap one. Yeah, like a cheap Phaeton. Perfect. So I'm going to buy one of these cheap Phaetons, and let's name it. So you are going to have fuel tanks, and how fast does a Phaeton move? Okay. The Phaeton and the Tarsus could probably be sped up. Got it. So we'll speed up the Tarsus with augmented drives. Because we want good range, but we also want good speed. So I'm trying to balance the demands between range and speed. I'm not even going to put weapons on the Phaeton. I don't care. And it's going to be a Nex something. Alright, so we'll be moving at 20 speed, which is great. And then I have a lot more fuel capacity so that I don't have to eke out. I'll even buy a little bit of legit fuel here. And jump out before they scan me for all that illegal fuel that I just bought. Alright, so now our range is the entire galaxy. Pretty significant difference with one measly little Phaeton. Good. It was definitely a purchase worth making, I think. Alliance vote has peaced with Syndra Dictat. Okay. Which is funny. Oh, it's because they had star-crossed lovers. There was basically a Romeo and Juliet burying the hatchet situation going on. Cheers. And now they went. Sunrise, Coalition, and Golden Federation are now at war with one another. So the Hedge and the Church is at war with Persean and Tritac. The world is at war. And there's profit to be made. Before I head over to, what's it called? I'm going to check to see if this blue supergiant has a tap. Ooh, it very well might. There was some sort of infrastructure ping over this way. Yep, it has a tap. A coronal hypershunt. Okay. So, this solar system sucks. There's really nothing here. But within 10 light years of this area would be a really good place to colonize. So, like, envision a circle about here. So after I do this mission, I am nowhere near the power it would take to reactivate a coronal hypershunt. I would need a lot more ships for that, but it might be worth surveying the local area, and I'll put that up as a poll soon, to see if there are colony candidates in this galactic neighborhood that could take advantage of the shunt. Because I wouldn't necessarily need the shunt even, like, in the near... Oh, what am I doing? No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no! I wouldn't even need it in the near future, because you don't really benefit from... Well, you do benefit from it, but the coronal... I would need a tap for this shunt, and I don't have one of those. But just colonizing within 10 light years means that there's big industrial advantages later down the line. And I believe it's still 2 shunts per galaxy, even on Nex. I don't know Nexerelin mod all that well, so I could be mistaken about that, so don't quote me. But in vanilla, oh, I think I saw a radar ping here. Maybe I did, but I'm getting knocked around here, so I'm going to keep moving. In vanilla Starsector, it's 2 sleepers, 2 taps per galaxy. So if it's modified in Nex, that's news to me. Well, okay. Percy and Tritac love one another. Got it. And my fuel ship is now the Wishbringer. So what are we looking for? It's near the star. Got it. I don't really want a scarab. And there was some other ping up this way. More supplies. Drugs? Nope, just random smattering of stuff. The nearest gate. Alright, I don't have any gates out east. So I have enough fuel easily to get home. I think what I'm going to do is poke around this galactic neighborhood just to see if I can find gates easily. It wouldn't hurt. Nothing here. Oh, those... What are you? Okay, you're not remnants. Good. I guess if they were remnants, I would have gotten an alert ping before I came in here. So I'm going to have you guys decide what to do next. What to do next? I could build up a nest egg by running paid missions. I could explore around the hyper tap or the hyper shunt system for colonize targets, or I could improve rep with pirates and indie, or other viewer suggestions. Now, there might be a reason for me to try to find a black market Valkyrie, which is a troop transport. And in doing so, attempt to get those cores for the remnant that I had contacted me. Because I feel like if I did that before I colonized, I could then potentially repair my relationship before colonizing, so I wouldn't have so much heat once colonizing. So that might be worth doing as well. Sort of a chicken and the egg. Oh, some ruins here, but nothing special. I feel like buying a troop transport and then getting all of the Marines I would need to accomplish that quest would cost me pretty much my entire nest egg, but I'm not necessarily against that if that's something that you want. So I'm mentioning that while acknowledging that it's not on this poll. So probably I should put it to the poll. So I'll do that in just a second. Oh, another dram. No thank you. I have a Phaeton. It's bigger and better. Brings me wishes. Ooh, I found a research station. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Nex Revolution, which originally streamed live on Twitch, April 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, so thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilots.